Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in today's episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a hypnosis session specifically about cocaine addiction. And I've done a few of these recently. I think a lot of people realize just how destructive this drug is, how financially, emotionally, and physically costly this particular drug is. A recent one that I did related more to someone that just wanted to lose the desire for it. They weren't a heavy user. This one you're about to listen to is for someone that was using it daily. And it was really not through pleasure and recreation. It was really as a coping strategy to deal with things like loneliness and overwhelming emotions. So it was a form of self-medication, but because of their quantity of use, had led to quite a high level of dependency. So what you're going to hear in this particular hypnosis session is an element of strategic elements of how they're going to taper off, an expectation that it might be difficult because the body, when it's used to a certain thing, can have withdrawals and cravings when it doesn't. So you're going to hear a metaphor of this tunnel with a light at the end of the tunnel, and that the goal isn't that this is easy, that it is manageable, that every day their body is adapting to a future where they're not dependent on it. So there's lots of behavioral strategies and managing of expectations, but having a very clear version of the future that they want. And what I like in this one is that there's a nice element of future pacing, but introducing resource states. So they get to meet basically their twin sister that had exactly the same life that they had, that all was using the same amount that they had from their future, that is now free of cocaine. So what it does is it gives them an element of encouragement, support, because a lack of connection was one of their key motives for using, and a sense that this is a winnable, albeit difficult challenge. So there's a bit going on here. I would say this is going to be more relevant if you are a heavy user of a substance. This relates to cocaine, but I would say that the structural element of this would still apply if you were a heavy user of something else, so that you get to connect with the future version of you that is no longer trapped or dependent on whatever your substance seems to be. If it's you're a very infrequent user of something and you just want to lose the desire for that, maybe check out my earlier episode where it's about reducing desire. This is more about becoming a non-user. There's a bit more going on here. So find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in, just imagine breathing in a feeling of calm relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow any feelings of worries stresses, any tension, to feel like it's leaving your body in that outward breath. Breathing in relaxation and exhaling tension. And just notice your eyelids feeling heavier and heavier, more relaxed. So as you breathe in and breathe out, you feel that you're drifting to a place of calm confidence and relaxation. Let your breath become smooth, steady, calm, even effortless. Each inhale brings in a feeling of resourcefulness, and each exhale feels that you're just letting go of any heavy emotions from your past, just allowing it to leave your body in that outward breath. And I wonder if you can use the power of your imagination to imagine a warm, gentle light surrounding you, like a blanket of light, soft and soothing. Allow this light to feel warm, peaceful, and protective, but allow it to help every muscle to soften, release, and relax. And as you relax, I want you to think of a long tunnel. And at the end of that tunnel, there is a light. And standing in the light at the end of that tunnel is your future self, the person you will become. I want you to see a person that is already free from the hold of cocaine. I want you to imagine there is a version of you that exists, living a life of fulfillment, connection, and joy. A version of you that gets their dopamine from accomplishing and achieving. I want you to know, not believe, but know that future version of you does exist and is waiting for you. This person is someone who feels whole, complete, alive, without needing substances. Their life, their experience, that's their addiction. I want you to hold on to that vision. This is the person you are becoming. And you will get to that person one step at a time. But before we gravitate towards that person, I want you to imagine what it would feel like to stand at the top of a staircase, believing that each step down the staircase will enable you to feel deeper and more relaxed, almost like it's a staircase going down into your subconscious mind. So imagine this staircase, perhaps made of wood or marble, or maybe carpet. But as you step down that first step of the staircase, feel a wave of peace and calm resonating through your body. And with each subsequent step, you will move closer to that part of your subconscious mind where lasting change happens naturally. I'll count down from 10 to 1. Each number enabling you to go further down the staircase. 10. Stepping down, deeper and deeper. 9. Feeling safe, feeling peaceful. 8. As you relax, particularly the muscles in your face, your mind opens to new possibilities. 7. More and more relaxed. Arms and legs feeling limp, loose and heavy. That's it. 6. Feeling lighter, perhaps almost like a floaty sensation. And 5. You are going deeper now. Deeper to a place where transformation takes place. 4. Even more relaxed. You're further than halfway down that staircase. You're feeling more confident. 3. Sinking deeper still now. 2. Almost there. And 1. Getting to the bottom of that staircase. Feeling completely relaxed and ready to make the change. And now that you're deeply relaxed, I want you to imagine something powerful. I want you to imagine someone that looks exactly like you, but isn't you. Almost like you have a twin sister that has lived your entire experience. Everything you have experienced, they have experienced. Every moment of happiness, sadness, joy, and trauma, they have experienced. They are you, but not you. They've experienced everything you've gone through. Someone who has walked the same path, felt the same struggles. Someone that understands your journey completely. I want you to feel that she has been where you are, and she is on a journey to overcome it. I want you to get a sense that what if this version of you was almost a future version of you that has already overcome it? Your imagination can play with time. You've had dreams about being in your past. You've had thoughts about drifting into a future. And what if your twin sister has learned to let go of the hold cocaine had on her, and now she is free? What if your twin sister knows exactly what it takes to be free? And you know that if she can do it, so can you. What if she is here to help you, to guide you, to support you, and to offer you everything that she's learned? She is you in your future and is able to help you escape from the same prison she was trapped in. I want you to imagine her standing by your side, showing you the way forward. Maybe she tells you the first few days will be difficult, that the body may react with withdrawals, but she has made it through, and so will you. She's been there, and now she wants to help you prepare for that challenging few days ahead. I want you to imagine the two of you side by side, walking through this process together. You are not alone in this. You have the wisdom and strength of your twin sister guiding you every step of the way. And together, you will map out your strategy step by step. I want you to get a sense that if you know the first 2 or 3 days will be challenging, think of what you can do together to mitigate that challenge. That for the first few days, when the body's cravings may be the most intense, together you have a clear plan. And maybe that involves drinking plenty of water. Maybe it's sipping herbal teas, or nourishing your body with healthy juices that you've already made in advance. I want you to get a sense that you will take care of yourself. And maybe you imagine that part of this first few days is taking hot showers to relax you, or cold showers to invigorate you. I want you to get a sense that whenever you need it, you can nap or sleep, rest and recharge. I want you to get a sense that if cravings arise, you will have a strategy. I want you to get a sense that you've got a plan A, a plan B, a C, a D, and an E. And going back to cocaine isn't even on that long list, not even a Z. All the way down the list, there's so many things you can do before that thought ever enters your mind. Maybe you focus on reading something that stimulates your mind. Maybe you distract yourself with healthy or enriching activities. You have an irrefutable belief that cravings are temporary, just like a wave that comes and goes. If a cockroach was in your kitchen, you wouldn't feed it to make it go away. You would stamp on the cockroach or starve the cockroach. Cravings are cockroaches, and you will deprive them of what they're craving, and they will become less and less frequent. Your twin sister reminds you that this journey is manageable, and you will take it one step at a time, one day at a time, knowing that every day you are closer to freedom. Get a sense that as those first few days go by, the body is already adapting. Just after 2 or 3 days, there is no cocaine in your blood, in your saliva. At this point, it isn't a physiological addiction, it's a psychological addiction. And you will give yourself permission to be gentle with yourself. And this will help this process. Be kind. You will allow yourself space to rest and heal, knowing that your body and mind will recalibrate. Your body wants to adapt. And now I want you to understand something very important. Cocaine was never the answer. It was never the thing that would truly fill that void. And for a long time, it may have seemed to fill a void, a space that felt empty. But the truth is that void can never be filled by a substance. Otherwise, it would have been filled. If the void remains, this was never the solution to that void. What if the real way to fill that space, that void, is by releasing the emotional baggage, any pain, any traumas, any intrusive thoughts that have kept you stuck in the past? I want you to get a sense that using a drug to numb a pain is just treating a symptom temporarily. When you let go of the pain, the need to numb the pain also goes away. Your twin sister knows this. She has released those past burdens, and now she stands before you as a shining example of how letting go of the past opens the door to a brighter, more fulfilling future. I want you to get a sense that your pain, the past, any regrets, any shame, any sadness is like a heavy rock that you're still attached to. I want you to get a sense it's time to let go of that past. It was never meant to hold you back. It was meant to make you wiser. And if it feels like now is the time to let go of all of that pain and baggage from the past, let me know by nodding your head. So let go of that pain. Walk away from that heavy rock that's been holding you back. And when you do, feel a sense that that void seems to be missing. I want you to get a sense that freedom comes from allowing the past to make you wiser and more resilient, not to make you sad and ashamed and in pain. So take all of the wisdom, all of the resilience, knowing that you're already making so much progress towards that future version of you standing there in the light. And notice how you begin to feel lighter, freer, and more connected to the world around you. You will feel the joy of caring for yourself because you are worth it. It is your nature to be caring, but now you have a duty of care for yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. It is not selfish to give yourself the care you need. From this moment on, you will recognize the power of caring for yourself, the importance of prioritizing your own well-being. You will begin to see that all the time, energy, and emotion you've put into caring and helping others can now be redirected to care for yourself. I want you to feel that you're a few weeks into the future and have made so much progress. Your twin sister is proud of you for taking these crucial steps. And she's here to remind you that you are strong enough to take and make this journey. Things don't have to be easy to be doable. Your life is evidence of this. feel that the more challenging the journey, the prouder the accomplishment. That becoming your future self will be your proudest accomplishment. Your twin sister has done it. As you already know that your twin sister is just you in a few months from now. And now it's your turn. You are not alone. Every step forward is a step towards that life of freedom, fulfillment, and connection. It's time for you to claim it. That heavy rock holding you back is no longer there. So now you can make that progress towards the person you deserve to be. Happy, fulfilled, confident. And as you begin to prepare for the weeks ahead, you can rest in the knowledge that you are supported. Each day you will take small, manageable steps towards this freedom. And when cravings come, you will have the tools to manage them, knowing that your journey is manageable, achievable. And each day you stay committed to your path, you will feel stronger, more confident, and more capable of achieving the freedom you deserve. The first few days will be the hardest, but that's also evidence that everything else will get easier and easier. Pain is temporary. And what if it's the price of freedom? You can manage this. I want you to get a sense of what the next few days will be like. Imagine yourself doing what is necessary to make this progress. And when you feel you have that clarity of what comes next, those steps in the right direction, let me know by nodding your head. And feel that you are unlocking all of the resources required to make these steps manageable. You are doing this for you, and you are doing this for all the people, dead or alive, that want you to be happy and what you're capable of. And if you feel that you're making a promise to yourself and to them, then feel that you've already taken that first step, or first few steps. This isn't about starting something, it's about continuing on the foundations and progress you've already made. It's time to come back to the here and now. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Connect with the here and the now as I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.